Sharkie Gamer here. So today we're taking a look at the Sniper Elite Rifle Bundle for the Nintendo Wii. So this is the front of the box just here. You can see there's a display window showing the game. Going down you've got some background artwork. Bit of a screenshot with the rifle in action. There's the rifle shell itself. And of course it's got the Big Ben company name there. Basically they make the rifle shell. And then you got a picture of a soldier. And of course the Sniper Elite name just there. Now the bottom and top are pretty plain. On the side it's got a bit of a contents, so it shows the different parts of the rifle. On the other side it just sort of gives you some artwork again of a soldier and a soldier holding the rifle. On the back it sort of goes more into about the game itself. So you can see there's some screenshots just there. Going down there's more artwork, and there's a whole different kind of blurb in different languages. So I'll just read the English one just here. Be in the action just like in the movies with slow motion sequences of your best shots. Share the experience with a friend by playing in cooperative mode on split screen. 29 levels that have been designed in very detailed historic sites, from Brandenburg Gate to the Tempelhof Airport. Realistic reproductions of the physics of bullets, gravity, wind, distance, etc. Rifle includes barrel, a sniper scope, stock stand, and main rifle body. Full access to all controls on the Wii Remote and nunchuck. So that's pretty much all it says. Everything else is just different languages. Up the top it says 2 players, and of course nunchuck and Wii Remote. Let's go ahead and open this up and have a closer look at what's included. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you pull it out. So first off we got the game here. So there's the front of the box. And it says there, compatible with Wii Zapper. This is the dawn of the Cold War. April 1945. World War II is drawing to a close and Russians and Germans are caught in a furious battle for Berlin. You take the role of an elite American sniper sent into the chaotic situation by the OSS. Your vitally important mission, to prevent, Stanley and obtain Germans' atomic bomb research and V2 technology. And then it shows you some screenshots of the game. And of course it shows your compatibility there. So, your Wii Zapper and of course your normal Wii Remote and nunchuck. Opening it up, you've got the game, and then you've got a couple of manuals and stuff like that. Next included is you've got a little bit of a guide here, just how to put the rifle together, how to install the Wii Remote and nunchuck, etc. Kind of just really basic generic instructions. Okay, and now this is what your rifle looks like when it comes. So I'm just going to pull everything out and then we'll go through it one by one. Okay, so this is what you get. So first off, the main part is of course your rifle body, which is this part here, and you can use this just on its own if you wanted to. If you didn't want all the accessories, you can just use this on its own. So that's what it looks like. You've got a trigger, you've got a couple of buttons here, which is C and Z, and that's what it looks like. You've got some details like ammo and stuff on this side. And of course when you pull this trigger, that little mechanism in there goes. And when you press these buttons here, they actually trigger the back buttons, the bumper buttons on the nunchuck. You can see there. So to install your Wii Remote and nunchuck, you just open up the top flap like so. You take your Wii Remote and nunchuck. And you want to take your Wii Remote and clip it into place. And clip downwards until it slips in. You can put the strap in this little compartment here, which is sort of like an organizing compartment for the strap and extra cables. And just stuff all the extra cable in there. leaving a little bit of cable so you can thread the nunchuck downwards. Now there's actually a bit of a cable management system down the side here where you need to thread the nunchuck cable. Just going down. It's probably a bit too much. You hook it there, and when that's all underneath, when it actually gets there, you just clip your nunchuck into place, stuff all the rest of the cable in the little compartment, and then clip it shut. That keeps all the cable out of the way, and the nunchuck and Wiimote are nicely clipped in. So like I said before, if you pull the trigger, it's going to trigger that bottom bumper trigger underneath the Wiimote, and if you press these buttons here, they'll trigger the back buttons of your nunchuck. So, like it is at the moment, you can pretty much use it as is. You can reach the stick, you can reach the buttons on the top here, and you can also hold it down here to reach those trigger buttons on your nunchuck. And of course, pulling the trigger as well. And you can, like I said, use it just like this. This is pretty much the equivalent of using it as pretty much like a zapper. It kind of looks the same as well. So, it's very easy just to aim just like this. But, if you want to install the accessories, which these are all the accessories it comes with, you can. So, for instance, if you want a stock to make it more rifle-like, you can take that, slide it downwards, and clip it onto the end, and now it has a stock. So now you can put that in your shoulder and basically aim like it's a rifle. You could almost pretend it's a shotgun like this as well. So that's how you use it with that, but you can also add extra, like you've got a scope here. It's just a standard clear scope, you can see right through. One side's got the kind of lines on it, other side doesn't. You just basically slip it in there and clip it forward, and that's installed the scope, which now you can sort of aim with it like that. You can sort of see right down it. Next thing also, you've got a tripod, which is this little thing here, and a clip sort of shut sort of thing. You just basically put that on the front. There's a little clip there. You line it into place, and then you push it forward, and that clips into place. And now you've got a bit of a tripod to lean the rifle on, just like a real sniper. And of course, not forgetting the actual barrel part of it, which is this thing here. It's got an orange tip on it. This just goes into the front. Now before I actually clip into place, what you'll find if you have one of these, this little orange tip completely comes off constantly. It'll just completely just fall off. It's kind of a bit of a flaw, but it does. It just completely falls off. So, if it falls off during this video, I'm not surprised. It does it often. Usually I just leave it off completely because it's absolutely useless. This just clips into the front like that. Doesn't even slide. It can easily just be pulled out as well. So it's not even really in there that solid. And now you've got a complete rifle. Now I'll just push this back. Let's clip that back into place. Okay. So this is the complete looking rifle. So I'll just stand up so I can show a whole what it looks like. So that's what the rifle looks like in all its glory, and it's full size. It's a really huge rifle when it comes. You can see just how large it is. Even sitting back here, looks pretty damn large. It's really long as well, so I just move this. So you can quite easily use this as a rifle, put the scope, you know, put the stock in your shoulder and aim, and also sit the tripod on something. Okay, so this is where the flaws come into play. Now you've probably noticed the whole video of how gently I've actually been holding this, and how gently I've tried to not knock everything out. And that's because it actually just absolutely doesn't clip into place very nicely. For instance, one little touch, that comes off. One little touch, that comes off. One little bump, that comes off. The only thing that seems to stay solidly on is your stock, which, I mean, you can just really push it off, just one good push, and that slides right off. But it does not fall off as easy as the other three components, which is a pain. I mean, I don't even know why they included them, to be quite honest, because whenever you have them installed, constantly, you just be knocking them off. And I mean, the scope you would think for a sniper game, awesome, it's a sniper rifle for a sniper game. But, unfortunately, you cannot use this for aiming. You really can't use it for aiming. It doesn't improve anything to the game. You cannot use it for more accuracy in the game. I mean, you could probably pretend to aim through it if you wanted to, but you'd be a bit off because the sight of the actual Wiimote doesn't probably line up perfectly with the actual scope. So, this thing, absolutely useless to using in the game. There's no point in it. No point whatsoever. You may as well just use it just like this. You can keep the stock, because the stock is actually quite comfortable and that doesn't come up as easy as the other three. But as far as anything's concerned, those three accessories are absolutely useless. Useless. I mean, what good is it to have these ones if, you know, you put it on and it doesn't even stay on? You can put it up, it'll lean fine, but if you lean this any type forward or bump it, off it comes again. So, you know, it's absolutely useless. And like I say, this barrel, this orange tip, just flies off just really easily. Just really easily. Just flies right off. And another problem, which comes really from the game, not necessarily from the rifle, but in the game, basically, how do I even explain this? Okay, this game came out on PC as well as PS2. Now, on PC, I think it was also on the original Xbox, but on PC, it's pretty much praised as one of the most accurate, kind of realistic kind of sniper games, and it was awesome on PC. A really hard game, but really awesome on PC if you stuck with it. And of course, on PS2 and the original Xbox, they've really kind of, you know, mapped out the controls using the controller, and it works really well. I mean, there's no problem. If you're good with aiming with a controller, the PS2 original Xbox version is ideal for you. But they had to release it on the Wii. Why? I don't know. Because the main thing that ruins this game on the Wii is the controls. I mean, the game is hard enough. To add a control scheme into it that doesn't quite work very well just makes the game that much harder and frustrating that why would you even bother to play it on the Wii? Seriously. And to illustrate this, I'm just going to grab the manual out of this just to describe to you some of the actual controls that they use in this game. Which, to be quite honest, if you need to do those controls, having the Wii Remote and Nunchuck plugged into the rifle is absolutely useless. You may as well just use it on its own. Let's get the control scheme. Here it is. Okay. So reloading. So to reload this basically on your gun, you have to shake the nunchuck. So that reloads your current weapon. So, if you're holding the rifle like this, you got to shake it to reload it. Alright, in a huge rifle. So you're sitting there doing it, you're shooting, blah blah blah, reloading, you got to shake the rifle. Next one, you got to search a corpse. Alright, so you hold down the A button and horizontally shake left and right both Wiimote and Nunchuck. So basically to do that, you have to hold down this top button up top here and then shake both left and right. I mean, it doesn't even feel comfortable to do. That's to search a corpse. Next one. Pick up casually a corpse. Alright, so hold down the A button again and flick the Wii Remote plus Nunchuck upwards. So you basically hold down this A button and you got to flick it upwards. Drop corpse or drop casually. Hold down the A button and flick downwards. So same thing. Hold it down and flick downwards. Throw grenade. TNT or time bomb or rock. Basically you hold down your B button, you aim using the Wii Remote and flick the nunchuck. So you're basically holding down the button, right, and you're flicking it. But it's in the rifle, so it's hard to flick. And seriously, if you do this motion with that stuff on this, it's going to come flying off. Alright, you're going to have accessories of your rifle just falling off. Seriously, if this happened in the middle of battle and your rifle suddenly fell apart, your stock fell off and your barrel fell off, you would have a pretty poor quality rifle. Next one. Fire Panzerschreck. So basically you have a bazooka. And to do that, alright, you got to aim using your Wii Remote, hold down your A button, move Wii Remote upside down onto your shoulder and press the B button. So you've got to hold this down, you got to aim where you want to do, and then to actually do it, to actually fire, you got to hold this upside down on your shoulder. And then fire. How stupid is that? You actually have to hold it. And if you're in the rifle shell like this at the moment, you're holding this upside down. And firing at the screen with the stock. With the stock. And of course, you've got another one saying, plant TNT, time bomb, or tripwire grenades. Hold the Wii remote vertically and stab in a downwards direction for the tripwire grenades. Repeat this process to plant the stake. So you gotta hold it down and do this. So you're basically using your rifle to hammer TNT into the ground. Makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it? So as you can see, that's the official manual of the game. The controls are convoluted. The controls are terrible. Seriously, like, I played this on PC originally, and it's an awesome game. If you have to play this game, play it on PC or PS2 or original Xbox. Just forget the Wii version altogether. The only reason you would buy this bundle, seriously, the only reason you would buy this game on here is to get this bundle, to get this rifle. And if you do get this rifle, it better be like a gag sort of thing, or just so you can have something cool looking on your wall, because that's pretty much all it is. It's an ornament that you'd probably put on your desk or your wall or your shelf or something, and just having a rifle that's assembled. You would not necessarily want to use this, and if you do use it with the stock and the rifle body, not the other crap. You can just leave all that stuff out. It's just a waste of time using it. It just falls right off. Yes, it looks cool when it's all assembled, but it's useless to play with. It really just is useless. So even though it does look pretty cool when everything is assembled, and there we go, the tripod just came off again. Hold it gently. It does look pretty cool when it's assembled, and you can get this rifle in black as well. So it comes in white and also comes in black. So yes, it looks pretty cool, but it's absolutely useless. And if you were basically a soldier in the middle of battle, and you had a rifle that constantly fell apart, you'd be laughed upon on your fellow soldiers. And of course you'd probably die very quickly, because you'd have a rifle that keeps falling apart. So absolutely, Sniper Elite is a good game, but not on the Wii. Don't get the Wii version, don't do it to yourself. Seriously, if you're going to play this game, play it on the PC or PS2, or the original Xbox, because it's such a good game on those systems, and on Wii, it's just a pile of crap. Pretty much just like this rifle, which is a pretty bad Wii attachment on its own, and I don't even know why you would even use the Wii Zapper with this game, because you probably end up having to take, you know, the Wii Remote or Nunchuck out to properly throw a grenade or do something like that. So yeah, it's one of those things. And you can't, another bad thing about it is you can't even use the classic controller to play this game, because if you could use a classic controller, it would feel more like a PS2 style game, but they've taken that feature totally out. You can't use it, so you have to use the Wii Remote or Nunchuck. Why? I don't know. They seem to take the good version of the game and strip it down, and then add really weird controls to it for the Wii. So anyway, that's about all I can say about it, guys. This is pretty much not a very good product. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed when I got it. I thought it would probably be pretty cool. Thought it would be like a really good Wii rifle to play with, and, you know, with a sniper game, I thought, oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But the rifle's junk. The game on the Wii is terrible. Don't do it to yourself. Just don't do it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll have heaps more controller and accessories up shortly. And that's about all. Thanks again for watching, guys.